Hey everyone, how we all doing? How we all doing today? Hey, Tyler here, Tyler Dice Golf. This video is going to be on 3-wood off the deck. This is going to be a fun video. I've been messing around with some other 3-woods kicking around here. So I currently don't carry a 3-wood, but I'm messing around with this one, and I'm hopefully going to have a new one coming pretty soon. Let me check the camera. I think it's a little crooked. I don't want it to be too crooked. That looks better, right? Yeah, that looks better. So again, 3-wood off the deck. A little bit of housekeeping. If you want to get notified when I do these videos, click any of that little pop-up that sometimes pops up. Click yes, you want to get notified. If you enjoy this video, you like the information I'm putting out, make sure you give me some love, give me some likes. I appreciate those. And if you really, really like it, go ahead and share it to your friends. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. They don't have to be on topic, but I'll make sure that I answer them at the end, or I will donate a new video for those questions all to you. So yeah, let's get started, right? 3-wood off the deck. So let's hit a couple or hit one or two and see how they go, and kind of just process the information and give you a little rundown. So 3-wood off the deck, go ahead, here we go. There's a pull, hook, do one more. Grip's a little wet. There we go. That's better. Another hook. All right, I got this. One more here, and then we'll go, and we'll break these down. There we go, little draw, not too bad. Golf ball likes to roll away. So let's talk about 3-wood off the deck, right? Let's look at my numbers, analyze what I'm doing, and figure out a game plan for how to hit some shots better down the line. So if we look at the numbers, right, you'll see that the angle of attack, which is over here, the angle of attack is positive. That's not necessarily where we want it. So we're hitting up on the ball a little bit. I kind of want to be pretty close to neutral. So I'd like to get that a little bit steeper on that one. So that's issue number 1. And that's actually going to cause the golf ball to go left, which I don't want to do. So that's issue number 1. Issue number 2, it's going to be club path and face. Too closed, too far to the right. So we can fix both of those here real quick. Okay, real quick. So angle of attack, club path, club face. Those are the 2 main issues. How am I going to fix those? You know, what should I be looking at, all right? Should everyone look at those things first? Well, it depends, okay? So how am I going to fix those? I'm going to look at setup, right? I'm going to look at my ball position to make sure that's correct. I'm going to make sure my posture's right and make sure that I'm lined up correctly. So I'm going to make sure my fundamentals are solid. That's what I'm going to look at first, and so I'm going to make some adjustments with the setup to try and correct those issues right away. Okay, or those are 3 things you should look at automatically. Not always. If your ball flight is a hook to the left or a draw to the left like that, maybe. I would definitely look to see what your club face is doing, what your swing path is. So if you look at mine, obviously swinging out to the right, club face is closed. You know, in that second shot, the first and second shot, the club face was considerably closed to the target, which I don't ever want that to happen. So yeah, I would say if your ball is curving a lot, look at club face, okay? But I'm going to start off with fundamentals. I'm going to start with fundamentals, and I'm going to make some changes, and we're going to see how that helps me hit the ball off the deck a little bit better, right? So, okay. So we're going to set up to the shot, right? So I set up to the shot, right? I'm gonna say, hey, am I lined up correctly? I feel like I'm lined up a little bit to the right. So let's wiggle the feet a little bit, get a little bit more settled in here, and I feel like now I'm aiming correctly. Okay? I'm gonna flare out my left foot a little bit, and then I'm gonna look at my posture. Am I hunched over? Am I getting, too much spine tilt? Am I bending too much in my knees? That sort of stuff, right? Is my ball position correct? I'm looking at my ball position, it looks a little forward, so I'm gonna move it a hair back. Okay? So we mess with ball position, next with alignment, and let's unload one and see what that changes. I'd say that's pretty good, right? So a simple adjustment to the setup, i.e. move the ball position just a hair back, aimed a hair more to the left, got me got the tack angle down a little bit. So those first two were plus 1.7, plus 1.2, and plus 1. This one got down to plus 0.7. So down 1 degree of attacks from the first shot. The club face was pretty dang square, so just a hair left of, just a hair closed, just 1.8 degrees closed. And so with the in-to-out swing path that I have, which I'm not scared of, which I don't really mind with the longer clubs, gave me a slight draw ball flight. And then if you look at how high the shot went, 115 feet in the air, roughly. It had 2,700 RPMs of spin. So 115 feet in the air with very little spin equals a shot that carried 270 yards. Right? 270, 270. With a club head speed of 106.5 miles an hour. I think most people would probably take that, right? So let's go ahead and see if we can get that angle of attack a little bit steeper and see what happens with that. So let's set up. Okay, we set up. Flare out my left foot. Get that ball position a hair back of where it was. A little too close to the ball, so an inch away. And let's execute the shot. Virtually identical ball flight. Right? I think we'd all take that. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. The numbers aren't perfect. But smash factor's over 1.44 on that one, 1.49 on the last one. That golf ball spun a little bit more. And that spin difference is the reason why it didn't carry as far. Pretty much. Let's try this one more time. Started a hair left, club face was a hair more closed than the other ones, and it caused the golf ball to go a little bit more left. Again, not too bad, right? I look at those and I say, that's not bad, right? I can play with that, right? Not necessarily perfect numbers, but numbers that you could say, hey, I can play with that. I mean, 3 golf shots right there. Once I made the corrections of the ball flight, it's all the same. They're within roughly 11 yards of each other in terms of the lateral movement. That's pretty consistent, right? So let's hit it again. So that one I definitely squared up the face more to the path. That one went 274 yards in the air, roughly 2,700 RPMs of spin. Club face was very square. And here's the kicker. So we finally got the angle of attack where we wanted it. Virtually neutral. Neutral attack angle. Got us 274 in the air. Club head speed of 106.3 miles an hour. And that's with a slightly beat up, tailor-made TP5 golf ball. It doesn't have to be that hard, right? The key here is, the key to hitting 3 woods off the deck or any fairway wood off the deck, the key is making sure that, first and foremost, your fundamentals are correct for you. Okay, everyone's going to look a little bit different. Our body shapes are different, so your fundamentals need to be all squared up for you. Next thing is, your swing can be different than anybody else's swing, and it can be completely unique to you. The key is making sure the numbers that swing produces are consistent, and you can do them on demand. That's the key. So, achieving the numbers with your swing built on a base of solid fundamentals. That's the key. You know how hard it is to develop fundamentals? A couple range sessions. Okay? It's about isolating and understanding your stance, your alignment, your ball position, your posture, and your grip. Those 5 things are the key. Okay? Those are the 5 things that are the key. Have a solid base of fundamentals with your unique swing that produces consistent, repeatable yardages and numbers that you can do on demand. That's the key. And even if you don't have all the shots in the book, you can still hit great shots all the time. Just because you can't hit a fade doesn't mean you can't go play golf somewhere. Or just because you can't turn the ball over to the left and hit a draw doesn't mean you can't go play golf good somewhere. Yeah, okay, if the golf course sets up for a draw all day and you hit fades, the course record's probably not in the books. But you know what? You can still play it pretty solid, right? You can still play it pretty solid. And so that's what it's all about. So as you can see there, we hit 3 shots, we analyzed what was going on, we made simple corrections in our fundamentals, just a little bit of a ball position change, a little bit of a stance alignment change, and voila, we've got much, much better numbers, much, much better results. Okay? And that's what we're looking for here. That's what we're trying to achieve with Tyler Dice Golf. That's the information I'm trying to give you. I'm not trying to teach you to overhaul your swing. I'm not trying to teach you how to overhaul your entire game. I'm trying to teach you how to look at what you do and mold that into something that gives you excellent results. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to deliver excellent results. Okay? We're not trying to overhaul you. We're trying to get you to excellent results. And the quickest and easiest way that we do that is what I teach. Okay? And we build upon the stuff that I teach with the fundamentals. So, let's go ahead and check to see if we have any questions. Okay, no questions today, I think that's about all I have for you all today. If you're watching this at home or later and you have a question that pops up, go ahead and ask it. I'm happy to answer it. If you have any questions upon any of the numbers that you see up here, I'll be happy to answer those. If you want to get into specifics about what ideal numbers, what they should be, stuff like that is very, very dependent upon your game. This is threw it off the deck. Nothing crazy. Again, that's not even my 3-wood. That's not even a 3-wood fit for me. Okay? So, that's just a club that's here. And that's what I did with it. It's not hard, not crazy, not rocket science. Anybody can do this. Just have the understanding of what's going on and put a little bit of time and effort in to develop your base, your foundation, your fundamentals. Okay? So, I'm going to let y'all go. Thanks for watching. See you later.